After the hard-fought win last week against West Georgia, UWA is ranked number 18 in the AFCA Coaches Poll. We'll have more on that and much more coming up in this week's Tiger Paws. Welcome back, Tigers, to your weekly Tiger Paws. I'm Sarah Neal.
And I'm Brianna Johnson.
Next week is the beginning of homecoming at UWA. Voting for Homecoming Queen and her court was held on October 16th and 17th. The Homecoming Court will be announced at the end of Serendipity Talent Show Wednesday night. We will fill you in on who won later next week with a full recap on homecoming activities. Organizations that want to participate in the Homecoming Parade or Stationary Float Competition must submit a participation form by Wednesday, October 25th at 4:30 p.m. The link to find the form is listed on the screen. Prizes for mobile and stationary floats are third place, $500, second place, $750, and first place, $1,000. Good luck, Tigers! Homecoming activities for students this year will include casino night at the Student Union Building Monday from 7 to 10 p.m. The annual Serendipity Talent Show Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on Lion Hall Quad. The bonfire and fireworks show at the intramural fields Thursday night at 8 p.m. And a band party to follow at Hughes Gym at 9 p.m. featuring the Yin Yang Twins. For more details, you can see the Guidebook app. Saturday, October 28th, the Homecoming Parade will make its way through downtown Livingston starting at 1 p.m. Afterwards, a tailgate for Coach Frank North will be held behind Tiger Stadium starting at 2 p.m. The Tiger Prowl will be at Lion Hall Quad starting at 3 p.m. And finally, kickoff at 4 p.m. for the football game versus West Florida. The homecoming court and crowning of the Queen will be held during halftime. Now to other news. More than 249,000 people are diagnosed with breast cancer every year, and nearly 41,000 do not survive. UWA's Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated held a breast cancer walk at Wise Loop last week to bring more awareness to the cause. Fall season is here, and that also means flu season. The Sumter County Health Department was in attendance at the UWA Health Fair, where they gave faculty, staff, and students free flu shots this past week.
Fall is also flu season, which means flu shots. Sumter County Health Department offered free flu shots at UWA's annual health fair on October 10th in order to prevent a flu outbreak. We spoke with Nurse Deanne Fleming to find out why they offered these free flu shots.
The health department is into preventive medications and vaccines and stuff. We try to prevent the spread of flu through vaccinations, so we come every year to offer it to the faculty, staff, and students.
While not all of UWA's student and staff decided to get a flu shot, we spoke with some of those who did.
I'm a nursing major, so it's my responsibility to make sure that I get a vaccination for the flu shot so that I won't spread them to the patients that I have to take care of.
Well, obviously because it's free, but just to prevent just anybody else that around me getting sick as well.
Stay healthy, Tigers. This has been Lauren Duncan with Studio 96.
If you are not able to receive a free flu shot at the health fair, you can contact the Sumter County Health Department at 205-652-2273 for more information about how you can receive a free flu shot. The Sumter County Fine Arts Council hosted the Alabama Shakespeare Festival Touring Company last Friday in Lion Hall Auditorium. The council hosts youth and educational performances each fall and spring for local school children to have the opportunity to experience live theatrical performances. Kiera Allen is in the studio with more. Kiera?
Thanks, Sarah and Brianna. The Sumter County Fine Arts Council hosted the Alabama Shakespeare Festival touring group at Lion Hall Auditorium last week. The company presented Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing to 235 7th through 12th graders from around Sumter County. The play sets in Italy. It centers around two couples that fall in love while a manipulative acquaintance tries to interfere in one of the relationships. We spoke with Woodrow Proctor, who played Benedict in the play, on the importance of bringing Shakespeare on tour into small towns like Livingston.
A lot of the, towns and schools we'll visit are places that just wouldn't get, a Shakespeare production or just touring entertainment. And so for us to have a kind of arm that can reach out from the festival and bring things to people who aren't used to experiencing theater or have no idea what, really seeing Shakespeare live is like, it can be really enlightening.
The touring company hosted a workshop after the play for the students. We asked Woodrow on the importance of having workshops And he said,
You may get certain students, you may get certain groups that, like to think they're kind of cooler than school and they don't want to commit, but there's always one, at least one. And a lot of times we'll get a whole group and they'll all just be so excited about it.
while the program is called the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, Proctor explained that it is not the typical festival. The Shakespeare Festival in Montgomery is centered around a large theatrical facility and a year-round calendar of events. For more on the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, visit their website at asf.net. Kiera Allen, Studio 96.
Thanks, Kiera. For more information about the Sumter County Fine Arts Council and their activities, you can go to www.scfac.uwa.edu. Reporter Jessica Lee was at Pruitt Hall Gym for Tiger Madness last Thursday night, where the basketball teams introduced the new lineups for the fall season.
Basketball season is fastly approaching, and the UWA Tigers are more than ready. The men and women basketball team hosted their annual Tiger Madness in Pruitt Gym on Thursday, October 12th. I spoke to junior DeAndre Harper for more details.
Tiger Madness, it's an event where we get the girls basketball team, boys basketball team. We get the cheerleaders, and we get all the other students on campus to come out and have a good time.
Junior Elaine Field expressed her excitement for the upcoming season. She also gave us insight on what the fans can expect.
Fans can expect a fun, competitive game. No matter what game it is, we're always going to compete and give our all.
Fans were able to see players have fun on the court with different freestyle events such as a dunking competition and also an open scrimmage held by the women's basketball team. Fans were also able to have their posters autographed. The Tigers host their season opener on November 14th here in Pruitt Gym. Reporting for Studio 96.
We're absent in the Sports Corner with this week's sports recap. Summer.
Welcome back, Tigers, to this week's Sports Corner recap. The cool weather this week brings in a nice start for Tiger baseball as they start off their Dandy Dons World Series matchups. The first pitch was thrown Monday at 6 p.m., with the last game set to begin on Sunday at 1 p.m. UWA men's soccer took home field advantage at Tiger Stadium this past Friday, soaring past Union 5-0. They also took home the 1-0 victory over Christian Brothers thanks to a goal by Alvaro Macias. Two of the Tigers also earned GSC Honors of the Week. Gaspard Verturier Donnelly was named the GSC Player of the Week, while Brad Lewis was named the GSC Defender of the Week. The men also are currently ranked third on the men's soccer GSC polls. The men take the field next at Shorter University October 20th at 6:30 p.m. The men were not the only soccer team clinching both victories this week. The women's team took home two 3-0 wins against Union this past Friday and Christian Brothers on Sunday. Freshman Anele Komani was responsible for 3 out of 6 goals this weekend, once again proving to be a GSC soccer player to watch, as granted in the GSC Freshman of the Week honor. Jeannie Arnivo was also named the GSC Defender of the Week. The women show up to play again at Shorter University October 20th at 4 p.m. After losing 2 straight matches in the GSC-SSC matchup to Tampa and St. Leo, women's volleyball turned things around quickly as the Tigers returned home to Pruitt Gym, shutting out Union University 3-0. Freshman Cassie Teal was named the GSC Volleyball Player of the Week after finishing with 101 assists and 6 kills. The women play next at Valdosta State October 20th at 6 p.m. Now on to football news. UWA is still reeling from the 34-31 win over West Georgia last Saturday. West Georgia started the game with a touchdown within the first few seconds of kickoff. Followed up after that, UWA's first possession of the ball was a hard-fought fight leading to a 7-7 score. Later in the game, with barely 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Harry Satterwhite connected with wide receiver Trey Fletcher on a 34-yard pass to put the Tigers up by just a few points. This helped the Tigers lead the game for the first time in 4 quarters. Satterwhite completed 29 out of 42 for 308 yards and 3 touchdowns, helping the Tigers climb to number 18 in the AFCA Division II poll and number 13 in the D2Football.com poll. The Tigers play next at Florida Tech October 21st with kickoff time set to begin at 1 p.m. That's all for this week's sports recap. Join me next week, Tigers, for more Sports Corner news. I'm Summer Abston, Studio 96.
Thanks, Summer. Stay tuned next week for the entire homecoming recap and other news around UWA campus. I'm Sarah Neal.
And I'm Brianna Johnson, Studio 96.